once again to get rid of it. Just a minute and a half into the second quarter. Right footer drills it. A lofting drive that's going to be fielded at the 20. No fair catch. Got two defenders coming down on top of him. And he's shaking loose from them. Well, how about that?
One of those things that when you play defense, you try to get away with on a quarterback. You only get a couple shots at them a game, trying to take advantage of it.
45-yard attempt. Snap, ball down, kick on the way. It's got the length, and it is good. How about that one? 36 knocks it home from 45 yards out. Jimmy Lowery, the senior, showing off the big leg.
I was not expecting that, I'll tell you. When they lined up to kick that field goal, I was almost sure that he was going to miss. And unbelievable. One thing about attempting field goals from distance in high school, too, is if you're able to get it to the end zone, it's an automatic touchback anyway if you miss the field goal. So that's why they can attempt those long field goals, because you don't really lose a lot if you miss. But what a leg right there, and he really powered it through. It was a line drive kick, sneaks it inside that right upright. There's only been 13 points in this entire game. Those 3 points could very well be a massive factor.
It turns out I was inadvertently right, because they were in field goal range. We didn't know for sure, and that's why I posited that maybe if you get 5 of the long yardage that you need here, then you're looking at 35 yards or 40 yards, and you think about the field goal because Lowery's got a pretty good leg. Turns out they didn't need the 5 yards I was speculating about, as he absolutely clubs one 45 yards. And here's the other thing. Jack, I'm going to tell you something. That was good from 52. That was a 45-yard field goal. Am I wrong? That's right. It was on the 35-yard line at 10. So you're talking about a 45-yarder. That ball would have been good at 52.
It really was. It's
53.
It's one of those kicks.
Not always great. But great teams are great when they have to be.
Exactly.
That's how you become great. And that's what both of these teams have done throughout their histories, especially as of late for American Heritage. And now they've drawn blood here late in the fourth quarter. Well, midway point. Remember that for St. Joe's as the Green Knights are about to get the football back. Not a bad punt. Gets past the receiving man and takes a deep roll all the way down inside the 30-yard line. What do you know about that?
What a punt right there from Lowery. He skyrockets that thing and aims it away from the returner while punting out of his own end zone. Can't say enough about how good of a punt that is and how big of a punt that is in this situation.
So 3:14 remaining in the ball game, or of the kicks to make. You follow me? If American Heritage was on the far hash mark, the right hash mark, Lowery right there on your screen, 36. He's a right-footed kicker. I am correct in that. It wasn't he a right-footed kicker?
He is right-footed. He is.
You usually want your kicker in the high school game, if you have if you have to be on one hash mark, you usually want your kicker to be able to pull to his strong side.
Right.
You follow me?
Yeah, exactly. Because he can swing his leg all the way around. When you're all the way over that right hash, it's really hard when you're standing to the left. You're standing to the left and you have to swing around to the right. When you're standing to the left and it just has to go straight on, it's a lot easier.
And I guarantee you they're thinking the same exact thing on the sidelines. Lowery is ready.
And all the way over the right. Well, nonetheless, bring on Lowery.
Here we go. Jimmy Lowery, the senior, 5'11", in his final season for the Patriots of American Heritage. They're going to have a very, very fine season. This will most likely not be his first clutch kick or attempt of the 2018 season. He's out on the field, you see, trying to calm his nerves, compose himself. Already with a 45-yard field goal made in this ball game, and it was an absolute rifle shot off of his right leg that went through the uprights and would have been good from now 52 or maybe more. Ball will be spotted, it looks like, at about the 16-yard line to win the ball game. With a solid second remaining, Jimmy Lowery waits. The snap, the ball down, the kick on the way, and it is good. American Heritage wins the matchup inside of the 2018 Freedom Bowl that we affectionately dubbed the championship matchup. The two teams with more titles than anybody else at the Freedom Bowl ends up in a classic last-second game-winning field goal.